What's good, everybody? Welcome to Talk Rice to Me. I'm Jesse Chan.
I'm Ashley Nguyen.
I'm Christian.
I'm Vivian.
I'm Jay.
All right. So, in the spirit of Coachella this past weekend, we're going to have a little icebreaker, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to go round robin, snake style, and we're going to pick our top 3 headliners, okay?
Wait, question. Headliners of all time? There was only 3 headliners.
Yeah, 3. So each of us going to have our own 3. We're gonna go around and we're gonna see who got the best lineup. All right?
Oh, okay.
Dude, I didn't even pay attention to the Coachella.
No. We
sets.
picking our own. We picking our own. So
Like this year?
Okay.
we picking our own. Okay.
Okay.
And so
Like of all Coachellas or just
it could be any artist you want.
Any artist.
It's you're
Any
picking.
artist.
You going first?
Yes, Ashley, you can go first since you're new.
Me?
You can go first, and then we'll go clockwise, and
I'm gonna
then
go
we'll go
like-
this way.
I'm
Okay,
last.
we'll go clockwise, and then we'll go counterclockwise.
Snake style.
Dude,
Actually, y'all can go ahead. Rock paper scissors on it.
No, that's cool. She can go ladies first.
Ladies first. Rock paper scissors. Who's
Ladies
going
go first.
Rock paper
Let it go.
scissors.
Let's start with Ashley.
Rock paper. No, let's do ladies. Rock paper scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right, Ashley's first. Who you picking?
Me? Okay, to be fair, I've never attended Coachella and I've never really looked at the lineup, honestly. So I'm gonna just go off the top of my head. Number 1 is probably going to be The Weeknd. He's excellent live, and I freaking love his music. Number 2.
No. Just
no.
one. Just one. You just pick one.
Christian.
I'm going to pick one that I didn't pick last time. And this might be out of left field, but SZA.
Okay. Hey, it's because that thing you saw, right? You gonna be throwing gang signs. I'm not soft. I'm a thug. I like this. I'm a thug. There's a IG reel I saw. Basically, he was like the guy's like singing all like the SZA sad songs, but he's like when you try to act harsh so no one thinks you soft, he's like,
Oh, yeah, I saw that one.
That's me.
Wait, do you like that song, Snooze? How can I? All right.
I like clocks.
Oh, all right. Viv, who you taking?
Any Coachella, right?
It could be any. It could be
Beyonce.
anybody you want.
No,
Beyonce for sure.
I mean, it doesn't gotta be a Coachella headliner. It could just be any.
It could be
artist.
anybody artist you want. You picking it.
Oh,
you,
still Beyonce.
You are in charge and picking who you want.
Still Beyonce. I
Okay.
watched her set. I was crying.
Oh, that was the year we went.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I would have guessed
That was a
Bad
good
Bunny
year.
for
That was a
Viv.
good year.
Do you know they said her performance broke records?
Really?
Yeah, it's like the most viewed performance of all time.
Damn. Sheesh.
I would still pick the same person I picked last time. I'll pick Drake. That's
a good choice.
That's a cheat code.
Yeah, I
man.
forgot he
That's a
had
good
one.
choice.
No, it can be anybody. It
anybody.
doesn't gotta be a headliner. It can be anybody.
All right. I'm gonna go with somebody that came out this year, was Bad Bunny, because he is freaking hot right now.
He is.
He's hot.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was gonna be Viv's choice, not Beyonce.
Well, I love Bad Bunny, but his performance was okay at Coachella.
But did you shake it though?
Yeah. I still had a great time.
There you go.
All right. For number 2, we got to change the genre a little bit. We all millennials here, right? I'm going to go with Usher.
Oh.
Oh wow.
I'm going to go Usher.
Okay.
Okay,
My
Jay?
number, okay, my number 2 is Swedish House Mafia. Just because I want to see them. That's it. That's the only reason why.
I don't even know or remember the lineups.
It doesn't have to be a line. It could be anybody you want. You're picking.
Metro Boomin.
That's a
They're a good performer. Okay.
that's a
Only because they're a great performer.
okay. Christian,
Lil Durk.
Little Dirt.
Oh,
Okay, Ashley.
I'm gonna say Calvin Harris because that man is fine and I've never seen him live.
Is he that big?
Yes.
He is.
Yeah.
Is he that big?
He's fucking huge.
Is he bigger than?
So hard catching him.
Yeah.
What?
Is Martin Garrix still the number 1 DJ in the world?
He is this year.
Yeah.
That's my favorite DJ.
It's because I feel like it's because Martin Garrix, he's rated that high because he still tours. Calvin Harris doesn't really he doesn't go on tour like that.
But the thing is, Martin Garrix doesn't really tour. He only does festivals.
Yeah.
It sucks.
But you about to see him, so he does tour.
No, just to show for New York.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So wait. So is Martin Garrix? Who else is really big right now? I know Marshmello was really big for like a couple years.
Fred again is really big.
Fred again is huge.
Fred again.
Fred again.
Fred again.
Fred again.
What is he?
House.
They closed Coachella
He's
last
like
weekend. It
down
was
tempo house.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really
really?
consider him house
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he
really good.
kind of like operates the same as Porter with the keyboard instead of like the mix set.
Skrillex's new music is really tight too.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
really tight.
What you said? Who is it?
Fred again.
Fred again.
Fred again. Is he going to EDC?
You know the song "Turn Off the Lights"?
Oh.
That's he made that.
No, he's
Okay.
not gonna be.
He's not gonna be
EDC.
EDC.
Okay. All right. You got your last pick. Your final three for your headliners. Who you picking?
Final 3? You mean final 1? She has.
Final threes.
You have
Three.
three?
It's 3 people.
Oh shit! I'm stupid. My bad. I'm
Can
out
you
of
come
it.
back to me?
Nah,
No,
it's
you
your
gotta
pick.
pick now.
I'm gonna pick my man's Drake.
I already picked
Jay
him.
already picked him.
I can't pick the same one.
Nope. Once he's taken, you can't pick him again.
Nope.
Dude, that's kind of fucked up.
Exactly. That's why I was like, thank God he lasted this long.
I'm gonna say Chris Brown.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
You just made a lot of ops.
That was my pick.
Yeah, that was my pick.
I'm gonna say Chris Brown.
Y'all motherfuckers got
stumped
picked
now.
faster.
I should have picked him second. Dang.
I'm stumped. Ariana Grande.
Okay.
You bastard.
I'm next. Future.
That was your other one.
Ooh, Future.
God dang it! You took my. No, I don't know. Fuck. I need some pop. Need some pop in this ish.
Justin Timberlake.
Some reggaeton.
No. No hate on Justin Timberlake, but he's not my cup of tea.
Some reggaeton ones.
I could, but just he already took
Six
Bad Bunny.
Black.
I would pick. I'll pick like. No lie, I'd pick Big Bang.
Big Bang.
Yeah, I want to see Big Bang. This is like my dream playlist of who I'd like to see.
Like the OG Big Bang or like the new sound Big Bang?
No, I want them to play all their old stuff, like the Haru Haru, all that stuff
Yeah.
to now. Like
Yeah.
Taeyang's new album or EP came out. I want him to bring out the guests, you know. That one's fire.
Dang. It's got to be a K-pop. I got a reggaeton. I got R&B.
It don't gotta be K-pop. It can be anybody.
Does it have to be K-pop?
Yeah, K-pop is big right now.
I know.
I could say BTS. I could say BTS. They'll bring out the crowd, especially because Coachella's in California. There's hella Asians over there. You know they gonna show up.
I feel like they were only really there for like the girl groups.
I'm torn. I want to see either BTS or Backstreet Boys.
Well, you already got Usher.
Really good.
I'll go with the picking number 1 to 2. Oh, Backstreet Boys.
Classic.
All right, so who's winning? All right, with Ashley, we have headlining is The Weeknd, Calvin Harris, and Chris Brown.
That is a pretty good one.
For Christian, we have SZA, Lil Durk, and Ariana Grande. For Viv, we have Queen Bee, Metro Boomin, and Future. And then for Jay, we have Drake, Swedish House Mafia, and Big Bang. And then for myself, I have Bad Bunny, Usher, and Backstreet Boys. All right, so who takes the cake?
I'm voting for myself.
All right, that's
You can't vote for yourself. How about this? You can't vote for yourself.
all right. Can't vote for
I got a
yourself.
good lineup though.
Yeah, I'll vote for yours.
All right, so we got one vote for Ashley.
I would say
Yeah,
Ashley
I
too.
voted Ashley.
All right, Ashley got it. 'Cause I was gonna vote for Ashley too. What
about-
you got The Weeknd and Chris Brown? I was like, I'm out. I'm in. I'm in there.
That girl.
I don't like Lil Durk that much, man. If you said like maybe like Polo G, actually no, like Polo G.
Do you like Lil Durk?
I like him a little bit, but I don't like him like a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I even like little TJ a little bit more than him. Actually, like if Pop Smoke was alive, I'd go see him. That man,
Could have said Pope Smoke.
yo, like a hologram,
Yeah, I was just trying to remember who my top
we go crazy over the
listeners
woo.
are for Spotify.
Well,
Linked out.
Ashley, congratulations.
Thanks.
You win. All right. If only they should really do that lineup for next year. All right, y'all hearing this? Do that. All right. Well, since we talking about Coachella, Viv, how was Coachella?
It was festival wise, I would say it was okay, but experience, I really enjoyed meeting new people. One, especially the Airbnb I stayed in, I didn't know anybody. And I came out of that group. Well, I knew a few people, but for the majority of part, it was just a friend of a friend.
Okay.
So I was just along for the ride, didn't really look at the lineup, was very last minute with deciding on going. So meeting them, it was nice bonding and hanging out throughout the festival. And then I also ran into other friends and then met up with different just groups and got to explore. So
How was it compared to, what was it, the last time, 2019?
So lineup wise, I enjoyed 2019 a little bit better, and performance wise, the logistics and everything, just because it was so packed. So it was hard to get in and out of places, from parking lot to Ubers, and then just even getting around the festival. I don't know if maybe because I'm 4 years older now, but my feet were killing me. Like I was just trying to survive. Then yeah.
Question: what kind of shoes were you wearing?
I was wearing combat boots, but I had foot inserts in them.
Those
Back pain
big
foot
red
inserts.
boots.
They really did save my feet.
There's no way your feet was not gonna hurt wearing combat boots.
But I think it's also my flat feet.
Wait, did you see anybody wear those like big red boots?
I feel like
I saw
only
one.
Those
at
mischief
EDC.
ones. Oh
I did
my
wear
God.
I did wear cowboy boots for one day, so I toughed it out.
Which
but
one's worse, the combat boots or the cowboy boots?
cowboy boots for sure.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I feel like because you didn't break them in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they didn't fit my foot inserts.
You were a week too early with them cowboy boots. You could have went to Stagecoach.
No. I don't do
Country
country.
is anybody's thing.
I don't do country.
Here.
Jesse likes country.
I do. I like Kane Brown, and I like me some Kenny Chesney,
Oh God.
and I like some Brett Young.
I've been at a Rascal Flatts concert.
Oh,
God.
really?
Yeah, like 15 years
Hey,
ago.
you don't appreciate the
Was this-
the beauty of a country.
It's
I worked
alright.
at Vineyard Vines for 2.5 years, and that's all they played was country music. So I'm sick of it.
Not all, I don't think not all of it is good, but I'll say some of it is pretty good. You know, it's like they got some good love songs in there, and I love me some love songs.
Did you go to that Rascal Flatts concert to peep out some snow
No,
bunnies?
I went with an ex.
Was this ex of this Caucasian skin tone?
No, she was Chinese.
Oh wow,
Wait, was she-
that's surprising.
Is she into?
Wait, what year was that? Maybe like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Dang,
Because is Rascal Flatts still like a big thing in country?
I think so.
I only know they have that song from Cars or something like that, right?
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
Life is a Highway.
yes.
Life is a highway. I won't ride it. That's all I know.
They've
Oh my.
Going back to Coachella.
Oh, yeah.
Have you noticed that a lot of the artists this year are the same artists when we went in 2019?
Yes.
Yeah, so that was one of my reasons why I didn't want to come back. But I had a group of friends that were saying, it's our last Coachella, and you've never gone on a festival with us. So they like talked me into going. And this year, like solely, I'll be honest, I was just there for the vibe, just going with the flow. I didn't really look at the lineup. So, but I still had a great time. Like I met new friends, and I got into like these exclusive after parties, like Tao in the Desert. That was dope. And then I met friends that had access to Revolve. So that was pretty dope too. So
And you met Kylie Jenner's
yes,
bodyguard.
Kylie Jenner's bodyguard.
Was he fine?
Yes, sir.
Did you get his number?
No.
Get his IG?
No.
What, is just
Why
like
not?
randomly
I was
there?
shy.
He was just like randomly part of the crowd?
He was at the Airbnb I went to for like an after party, and then we met up with them to kind of merge to like hang out and stuff.
Like current bodyguard?
I think former. It's been
I
a
was like,
while
where was
since
she?
I've heard him blow up.
You didn't do the thing that girls do. Then you didn't put yourself in a position to
I was
hit
shy. And to be honest, it was the end of the night. Like my makeup was like crusty and stuff. So I was
the
like,
perfect time.
let me
It's
go.
probably dark. She can't.
No,
they can't see all the imperfections.
no, it was
You know how
full
it
lighting.
is.
It was full lighting in that house. So I was like, let me go hide in the corners near the shadows or something. So we made eye contact a few times, but that was it.
That was him
She was
giving
like,
you the signal.
wait, so you was giving him the signal. The eyes.
No, he looked at me first when I came in.
Yeah,
well,
that was
I
him giving you
climbed
the
the
signal.
fence. They had me doing survivor things out there.
So wait, you didn't put the thing on the moves on there, the slight,
No.
because women. If tell me if I'm right, y'all shoot your shot by putting yourself in position to shoot your shot. You guys don't shoot your shot directly.
No, we don't.
No, they put themselves into position to get shot at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
That's,
That's
what
true.
you mean.
That's what I mean.
That's fair.
You don't
That's fair.
shoot your shot. You like if you see some cute dude, somewhere, next thing you do, you're gonna be scooting up next to them and be like, you might not say nothing, but you're putting yourself in their vicinity.
It's usually like little passive things. Like they would just have to pick up on it. Like if you're working out at the gym and you see a cute guy, you like look at them, but like quickly, and then if they catch it, like they know.
Wait, so are you taking like how many like?
Or like you walk by them or something.
So that's the cue. They intentionally walk in
Yeah.
front of you.
Or you can just play dumb and be like, oh, like, can you spot me?
Take notes, guys. Take notes.
Yeah.
Girls are like a moving basket. They're just like this. Shoot, shoot.
No, I was with some guy friends, so he probably also thought I was probably with one of them. But I was like, I'm not. I'm single. Hey.
Just keep giving them little looks.
Do the
I
eye
know.
flutter.
I gotta go back. I gotta go back next year. Then I said that was my last Coachella, but
It's never anybody's last Coachella.
Yeah.
Who would be on that lineup that would make you go, damn, I'm going?
Drake. Well, I said
Yes.
I wouldn't go to Coachella unless Bad Bunny or Drake headlines, and then Bad Bunny headlines. But then because the lineup was so similar, but I still got peer pressured
Don't
to have
lie.
a good time.
This is not your last Coachella.
It's not.
It's
Wait,
not.
so why did Frank Ocean drop out? I've heard a couple of stories.
He allegedly sprained his ankle. I'm not saying he
I've heard
did
a
it,
couple of,
but they said that it's because he sprained his ankle.
I feel like because he got so much controversy from weekend one
that he was so
that
bad.
he pulled out of weekend two.
Wait, what was the controversy?
He showed up an hour and a half late, and then people started pouring out. So people started camping at that stage right when it opened. And I had some friends leave other sets early to wait for him. So we get there and wait, and an hour and a half in, he doesn't show up. People kind of start clearing out the Coachella stage. And then there was rumors stating that because of his high anxiety, he pulled out of the closing. But the real thing was he had an ice rink, and the very last minute he had all the ice skaters trained for that day. And the day of, he was like, I don't want the ice rink anymore. If you're not melting it, I'm not going to perform. So they all scrambled to melt the ice rink. So you saw a bunch of people just
Drowning?
Jeez.
just kind of like stomping around the stage. They were originally ice skaters. And it was so weird because he had a setup where you could barely see him. So we were all thinking like, I don't think that's him. It's got to be like his doppelganger. And then it was like pre-recorded. So somebody's like portraying as him, but they're just playing audio in the back as Frank Ocean. But it like, as the set carried on, it ended up being him, but he just looked like he didn't want to be there. Was just, you could just tell the vibes were off and people were just very disappointed. And then by curfew, he didn't even have fireworks or anything. He just said, well, that's curfew, good night. And half of his set was that he just had like a DJ mix and he was just dancing around.
So, oh dang.
Yeah, and he didn't even play his bangers, like Not Thinking of You, Slide, or anything.
Oh, slide.
He played White Ferrari. That was like the only song I knew. I was like,
I think Godspeed too or something. But I don't know. He was kind of hopping around on stage. So I don't know if he actually really injured his ankle or maybe that was just an excuse to pull out of weekend two.
So were the ice skaters like part of his like performance
Yeah.
set?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
had
they
an ice rink
practiced
on stage.
Yeah, they practiced months for that and had like rehearsals and everything. And the day of, he was like, I don't want this ice rink anymore. Like melt it or else I'm not performing.
Dang.
Sounds like a diva.
hey, they got
Yeah.
Skrillex, Fortet, and Fred again as a
Yeah.
replacement.
I've
So
had
I think
some friends fly back from the DMV area just to go back for weekend two.
I've been seeing like posts about that set for weekend two being like the most monumental moment for EDM.
that was insane.
Really?
Was
Yeah.
it that good?
It would look. Hey,
Yeah.
They had that, and then Dulab had two of these DJs that I really, really like, and they performed.
You're talking about Knock 2?
Yeah, in ISO. They went. Hey, I was like, weekend two. I was like, damn, weekend two was better.
Dang.
Well, obviously, weekend one is probably just like the tester.
The weekend one always had the better guests. Like one of my friends went both weekends and she was disappointed with weekend two because it was dustier and they didn't have a lot of guests. But I would say weekend one this year was a little disappointing. Like Metro Boomin probably saved it with his guests and his set. because a lot of the headliners I was expecting, they didn't bring anybody out, and it was just okay. I was there for the vibes.
Who did Metro Boomin bring out?
Oh my god, he brought out Future, 21
Future?
Savage,
21. Oh my
Don Toliver, John Legend, and The Weeknd. It was the most beautiful set I've ever seen. Like,
That was our like lineup.
he should have
there.
headlined. If you see one of those like IG reels where he camped, like he brought out all, like it was Sahara stage, and it was like just floods of people back.
Dang.
Yeah, 5 guests. It was insane.
Yeah.
And those guys too.
Yeah, what Future came out, I lost it.
How many songs did he perform?
He played a while. He played a lot of his bangers, like a handful.
Okay.
Yeah, it was hyped. It was
Man,
hyped.
Future.
If you think about it, man, what is Metro Boomin like? Most of his music.
True.
Future.
It's like Future and
I was
21
surprised.
Savage.
Yeah, but I was surprised John Legend came out. That was different. And
kinda random.
Don Toliver came out too.
Oh yeah.
Who were y'all? Was any of y'all with me that one time when we flew out to LA and John Legend was on the same plane that we took out to LA for Coachella in 2019?
I remember that.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't think I was on.
Jay, you were. I know
Like
you were.
your
I
on it.
wasn't on the same plane. I was on a different flight.
You weren't?
No.
Oh man, I forgot in 2019. Like, I took a flight somewhere and John Legend was in Christy Teigen. Is that his
Yeah,
wife?
they were leaving the White House.
Yeah, they was. They was on the plane. Like I would walk by and I was like, oh my god, that's John Legend. What?
You didn't get an autograph?
No, because they look. And the thing was that they came through a different entrance, so they didn't wait in the same area. Like after everybody boarded, they walked in on their own.
Yeah.
That was crazy. So I didn't even know until I left and I saw them. I was like,
I think they probably did it that way so like nobody would just like take pictures of them as they like walk to their seat.
That's fair.
that's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. Well, Viv, if you were to give me a top 3, who are the top 3 performances this year?
Metro Boomin for sure. Calvin Harris, and I'm trying to remember. I'd say Becky G.
What?
Or Rosalita. They were both good.
No hate on Becky G.
I
but-
miss Becky G. You said the top 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought no Blackpink, no nothing.
I thought you were
I'm
gonna say Bad Bunny.
I'm not a
Top
fan
stand.
of Blackpink. I enjoy watching him as a performer, but I'm not a diehard fan.
I'm surprised they brought Blackpink back again as the K-pop. I'm surprised it wasn't like BTS or somebody.
They can't afford BTS.
BTS is half their members apparently are in the army.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Already?
They fighting out there.
Oh, dang. I didn't know that they were in the army. Well, how about this, Viv? Was there anything that happened? Any juicy stories? Because whenever you travel, shit happens, things happen. Anything you care to want to fill us in on? Anything fun happen?
No, honestly. I guess the only thing was we had one interesting person in our Airbnb because it was our friend of a friend, so nobody really knew him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a strange one. Like he would pick up a water bottle and then look at us and be like, "It's sealed." And then one of my friends go, "No, like don't drink that. Like put it down." And I remember I would turn and one of my guy friends at the Airbnb, he just looked like a frustrated dad where he's like, "Hey, one of my friends is, do you have any he was like, "Where'd you get that?" And then he'll be like, "I don't know. Someone gave it to me." And then our friend would go, "Well, don't take it." Or, you don't know where you got it from. And then he would just kind of stare like,
You think he was like on something when you guys were interacting with him?
no,
Well,
he was an
recreational
interesting
stuff, right?
guy. And he was just, I was nice at first, but then I kind of caught on. He was just very thirsty and weird because he would just run from the group towards any girl. And then at first, I would have conversations with him and, it'd be fine. And then some other girl stated, he's kind of weird. He's kind of thirsty. And after that, I started noticing things like he would kind of walk close to me or certain things. And I would be talking to my friend in the corner of my eye and I'm going, I feel like he's staring right at me. And she turns and he's just staring at me. And she was just geeking. And I'm like, I kid you not, poor guy. No one really liked him. because he was just kind of annoying and interesting person. We would text each other on WhatsApp where we were. And every time he asked where we were, no one would say a thing. And I think I was trying to look for a group, and I get a text going, "I'm by the churro stand." And I was about to be like, and I look and I see him, like I literally put my phone up and I just like kept walking. But he was, he didn't notice me at all. Thank God.
So where was the friend that was his friend?
Just around.
So they didn't want to babysit him?
No.
That's not a W friend, man. They're not
Dang,
friends.
they shouldn't be friends anymore.
He's a very interesting guy. I think his friend was tired of him and just wanted to have a good time.
What if he was like low key on the spectrum or something?
On the what?
The spectrum.
What does that mean?
Like
Like tripping?
Not all there.
Maybe.
You've never heard that? Like
on the spectrum? Nah.
Like with ADD? Or
Like he's not all there.
Oh,
Like-
just normally not all there.
Yeah, like normally not all
Okay,
there.
like normally not all there.
Like not what you consider like a social norm. I
Okay,
guess.
okay. I just thought it like socially awkward, but you're like on the spectrum. I was like,
He could be on the spectrum.
that's
Could
like,
be. So that's a new thing. So he's on spectrum or he's off spectrum. I got it.
who knows? Apparently he's some successful like finance guy.
does he have what's called Asperger's or something? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
Like or like Rain Man. You ever heard of that? There's like this movie out there. Like I haven't watched it, but the guy's like, he's not all there, but he's just really good at math. Really good at math or something like that. And then yeah, it's like in Hangover, Zach Galifianakis. He's like not all there, but he's like a demon playing poker. So like, it's the same thing. Like they're not all there, but when it comes to like numbers, they're just like demons. They're just like the best.
Yeah.
Which
He
is
could be.
why I said on the spectrum.
So he's on the spectrum of genius level with numbers, not all there with words and social cues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be. Could
That's
be.
fair.
Okay. Let me ask you all this. Since you brought up like you could feel him like staring at you, you could feel the thirst. As women, do you generally like in any type of situation, can you feel when a guy's like really thirsting on you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
always tell when a guy's like really thirsting on you?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's when I try making excuses to run or just try to make myself unattractive and it just backfires.
Wait, what do you mean by unattractive?
So there's this one situation. I was in Vegas and I was with another friend. And so she was talking to his friend. So I was talking to him and he bought us drinks and I just wasn't feeling it, but I'm, just nice and having conversation. And he goes, do you cook? And I'm like, like what? Like scrambled eggs? And then he was just like, no. And I'm like, I was thinking in my head, I'm like, I used to love cooking during COVID and like, exploring like different recipes. I'm like, thank God I did not post my recipe and my cooking highlights to my Instagram because those moments where I say those things save me because then they'll pull up my Instagram and be like, not your highlights, you cook here and here. But anyways, he goes, like actual cooking, like, like marinating meats and all this stuff. And I was like, no, I don't really do that. Like, I just cook eggs and call it a day, or like cereal, or just deli meat. And he was like, "We'll work on that, girl." And I was just so caught off guard because normally guys kind of get turned off and the conversation ends and I can escape. But he just goes, "We'll work on that," and I'm like, "No, we're not."
Dude, I think the key is to ward off like a creepy dude is just to be super dry. It's worked for me.
It has
On
not.
some instances, it didn't work. But then I'd just be like, oh, yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And then I walk away, don't go to the bathroom.
That's always worked for me.
Get the
But
hint.
Or you can look at your guy friends and give them this look. And then they come over and like, yeah, that's my boyfriend.
mine all smirk at me and laugh.
I never do that. Whenever a girl calls me over, I'm like, nope.
Yeah, y'all laugh at
That
me.
is not my problem.
Yeah,
I am not getting.
I got my popcorn. I'm watching.
I'm like, nope.
Yeah, you do.
One friend who actually does this often is Nia. Nia's A1 for that.
Needs a W friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nia and Dara have always saved
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I'm not the W person. I'm gonna be like,
Y'all got the popcorn out.
Oh man. Wait, what about if you're talking to a guy? Like if you're like interested in a guy, you're talking, can you feel when the guy's like really thirsting after you?
Yeah, it's usually like the stuff that they say, or like they don't keep eye contact on you, they look elsewhere.
I never noticed that.
Really?
I feel like you can kind of tell like when a guy's being super pushy, they're like, oh, like when can we hang out? When you want to get a dinner with me? Like, how come you don't reply to my text messages? I saw they check your Instagram and then they're like, oh, like you were out but you couldn't text me or whatever.
I've never
Is that
dealt.
like-
I've never dealt with
Is
anybody
that
like that.
gaslighting?
Isn't that
is
kind of
gaslighting?
No.
No.
Gaslighting is if you make somebody feel like the victim, right? So like
Yeah.
if I'm gaslighting you, I'm making you feel like the victim. Oh no, wait. I'm victimizing.
Like for instance, like if I did something to you that caused you hurt, and then you like tell me about it, and I'm like, no, I didn't hurt you.
Yeah, or downplays
Yeah, you like downplay it, or you like make the person think that like you didn't do what you actually
it.
did.
Yeah, or that you were just too
Like,
sensitive and
basically
imagining
like
things.
second guessing yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you got these dudes to be talking to. They be
They're crazy.
persistent.
Yeah, hella persistent.
I feel like that's kind of needy. If you're always trying to push somebody when we hanging out, all the way up in their stuff.
Yeah, it's a little clingy, which probably like turns off a lot of girls. Really.
Oh, that,
Oh yeah,
100%.
me for sure. I've
Yeah.
been attracted to guys, but just how extremely pushy they are, it's just turn off. Immediate
Major
turn off.
Super cringy.
Yeah.
Interesting. So what's the right level of like, because I feel like when you're talking to a girl, you have to have some thirst in there because that way the girl knows, oh, he's about me.
Yeah.
And if there's mutual interest, you reciprocate.
Yeah.
So what is in your guys, I guess mindset? What is your love, the perfect level of like thirst to like not needy level?
Well, if I post like a story of me like working out or whatever, and he comments like, "Hey, like you look good today," or like, "What did you do today?" Like that's the perfect level. Not like, "Dang, your ass looks great today." Yeah, and like keeps talking about my ass as if it's like a topic to talk about. No, you gotta be like smooth with it. Like, "Oh, you look good today. You know, what did you work out on?" You know.
Sounds like this
Context.
happened before.
Yeah, it happens like all the time. Like it's weird.
Yeah, it'd be the wrong ones.
What about you, Viv? Has it happened to you? Is it the same metric for you too?
Yeah, just not something too pushy. Like, don't comment on it every day. Like the same, like don't make the same comments every day, or like a good mix. Like I like confidence and persistence, and I like like the smooth talk here and there. I'll be like, oh, okay.
Honestly, it's like if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't.
But don't you think like in order to get it, you have to have the experience to do it? So you got to fail a couple of times to know what's the right amount and what's not the right amount to be
Yeah.
able to. That stuff
Yeah.
comes with
But it takes
experience.
EQ though. You can like people who can read the room.
Yeah.
It depends per girl. Like some girls probably love like full blown attention and like the comments, and they appreciate that stuff. Some girls are more reserved. They don't like any of that kind of stuff. So I think it just depends
On the
like
person, yeah.
read the room. And
For me, I kind of like a balance, like not too clean, but not like you gotta go out of your way to make it known that like, you're there.
Two questions. What is EQ?
It's like emotional intelligence.
Oh, but like IQ, but
IQ, EQ. Yeah.
I was like, ding, ding, ding. But like the way you explain it, it's just like the chase. It's like the game. It's like you push them, pull them, push them, pull them, push them, pull them. You don't pull too hard because then the rope snaps. You don't push them too far because then they run away.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
the game.
It's
It's
the
so
game.
hard. Like I don't play games, but just any response can come off as a game.
It is. It's all
Yeah.
games.
Do you guys know what attachment styles are? Are you guys familiar with
Some
this?
of it, like
Some of it, yeah.
So what you guys are
Lord.
explaining is basically theorized in attachment styles, which is actually more, in my opinion, is more accurate than love languages. So basically what you're saying is you're basically coming off as a fearful avoidant. You're also coming off as a fearful avoidant. And so basically there's 4 different attachment styles. There's anxious attachment style, there's fearful avoidant, there's avoidant, and then there's secure.
You want to go through each one of them, like examples?
Yes, because what you guys explained is like the push and pull and push and pull. That's actually one of the primary things within attachment styles. that basically dictate whether or not you can get a person or not. Right. And so usually what happens, it's how you're raised. It's a lot of different type of factors that factors into what your attachment styles, and they can change as you get older. So some people are anxious, and anxious people are the type that are very, very needy. They are have the fear of abandonment. They have like, basically they're always on your stuff. They're always in your ish.
You
Basically,
mean
hey,
like codependent?
exactly, codependency. It leads to codependency, and they get really, really attached to you because they're so anxious that they're going to lose you, or that you're basically, you know, that's they're very, very anxious, you know, and they chase. They're always the chaser.
Yeah.
And then the opposite is are avoidance. Avoidance are the ones who are basically kind of distant. They're they always need their space. I'm not explaining it like down to the T and everything, but you know, but like basically the avoidant ones are there, like they're afraid of commitment, stuff like that. You know, so generally speaking, when you're avoidant, you don't want too much attention like that. You like, don't suffocate me.
Yeah.
And they're always the runner. They're always the runner. And then you have yourself the fearful avoidance. You're basically kind of the hybrid. You either lean more anxious or you lean more avoidant.
Yeah.
But you generally change so that they can. So initially, so say that like I was pursuing you, Ashley, and say I was fearful, avoidant, and you're anxious. Yeah. So we texting, we talking, we vibing, you know, we feeling each other and all that stuff, right? And you're anxious. So that means you're like, oh, let's hang out, when you're free, blah, 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 all this. Yeah. And I'm fearful, avoidant, but I lean anxious, meaning I'm basically going to be reciprocating that and saying, hey, let's hang out, all that stuff. But as time goes on, my avoidant nature takes over and I start pulling away, and you become the chaser and I become the runner.
Yeah.
You know, but they say that, the fourth one is secure. Secure is the ones who basically, just like the word is, secure.
Yeah.
Right. So basically, if you're secure, if you pull away, if you run away, I'm like, go ahead. I don't care.
Yeah.
If you're avoidant, and you run away, and then, if you're anxious and I'm secure, I don't care. Yeah. You can be anxious. You're very, very secure in yourself, so you don't have to run or chase.
Yeah.
I was going to say, just to play like a little bit of devil's advocate here, secure is great and all, but like at the same time, just saying that, you know, when you explain it like that, you make it sound like you're really vanilla. I know you're not vanilla if you're secure, but I'm just saying, like, part of the excitement of like getting to know someone is like, I don't know, like some of the games, you know, like a little back and forth action. Like otherwise, if you're just like, hey, how was, and you guys just talk, and it's just like very.
It just seems really dry.
Yeah, if it's like really vanilla, if there's no excitement, that's what kind of gets you like to like when there's a little excitement or there's a little, I guess, avoidance or whatever you want to call it, it kind of stirs your imagination a little bit to like try different things. You know, that's when you come up with like that riz. You know, you might hit up on someone's Snapchat, or you try to come up with like some line, or a girl might post an IG story or like something to like get some guy's attention. A guy might say something to a girl because he'd be like, "Is she feeling me? Let me see." And he'll say something that can be seen as flirtatious or not as flirtatious. But if a girl responds to something flirtatious, goes, "Oh yeah, she feeling me," but she doesn't, then he'd be like, "All right, then I'm gonna just head out."
I get you. Like I said, I'm not like an expert on this. I'm just telling you like my understanding of it.
Yeah.
But in general, like I say, like I generally see myself as secure attachment style. So like if I talk to somebody that I am attracted to and I want to get to know, I'm gonna pursue them, right? And if they run, I'm not anxious, so I'm not gonna constantly pursue you. Yeah. If you go away, I'm just gonna leave it be, and I'm saying, all right, I'm good. I'll move on to the next one.
What do you define as pursue? Sorry, I didn't
no,
have your hand up.
No, you're good. You can go ahead. I'll go after you.
So, like, what do you mean pursue? Like, do you drop hints and show interest, or
so like you're basically talking the difference between chasing and pursuing?
Yeah.
So chasing is saying that like, say I use Ashley as an example again, right? We're talking, and then she starts running. So she's becoming her avoidance style. It's just too much love. It's too much. She's feeling suffocated, right? Because, you know, some people are like that. You know, they feel too much of that love. They get suffocated, so they need some space to like process their emotions, process their thoughts, and evaluate whether or not they actually want this or not. As a woman, correct?
Yeah.
Right? You got sometimes a woman, they will pull away naturally because there's so much stuff that goes on in their head. They got to process it through, right, Viv? Right? Emotionally, like all that stuff, right? So if they pull away, if you're secure, you're not going to chase. because that she does not want to be chased. So you don't chase. If you're secure, you're not going to. So if you're chasing is basically like if the indication is that she is not interested anymore and you keep going after that, that is chasing. Pursuing is if it's reciprocated, as like if she's just playing hard to get, that's pursuing. Like she's still interested in you, but she's putting some distance between you. You're pursuing as saying, I'm still here and I still want this, right?
So it's like vetting. So for on her end, it's like,
I actually
is this guy really into me? So I'm just
no. Put it this way: pursuing is so. Ashley's the one that's pulling away.
right.
Chasing is if she's not interested anymore. Pursuing is if she is still interested. That's the difference. That's why they say you should never chase, because you should never chase somebody that's not interested in you back, but you should pursue somebody that is interested in you back. You get that analogy?
I think it kind of just all leads down to like communication. Like if I'm feeling like the guy is suffocating me or like he's chasing too much, I'd be like, hey, like I need to decompress. You know, work has been a lot. I have a lot on my plate. Do you mind if I text you later? Or, you know, we can revisit this conversation. Or, hey, like I'm not in the right mind space to like talk to you right now. Like it just all comes down to like communication.
Correct.
Really.
Correct. It all does come down to communication. But the thing is, when you're pursuing, they will communicate that they are like, I'm busy. I'm not emotionally available. I need some space. That is pursue. Chasing is AKA you hit them up, you don't hear nothing.
They're basically ghosting you.
Exactly.
But then you constantly do it to make
Exactly.
it known that your presence
Exactly.
is
I
still
learned
there.
something new today.
Exactly. Chasing.
I thought they were the same thing.
No, they're not. They're not. Pursue is when there's mutual interest back. Chasing when there's no mutual interest back, and you're just basically looking like an idiot because you're basically playing yourself.
But you said that if somebody's pursuing you and you feel like you're being suffocated,
Then he's chasing.
He's chasing.
He's
Then that's
chasing. He's not
chasing.
pursuing anymore.
okay.
Correct.
Like if I'm constantly like coming up with excuses not to hang out or like saying I'm busy or like, oh, I'm not going to be available or whatever, and the guy doesn't pick up on it, but then the following day or like couple days later, he's like, hey, like, are you free now? And I still don't say yes, then that is chasing.
Correct.
I will say, as a busy person, you know, yes, that's true. But that's when communication is key, and you say things like, "Hey, I'm busy," or "I can't. Like, can we rain check this another time?"
But see, that's the thing though. You're saying, let's rain check this. If you say, let's rain check, that means there's still
Right.
reciprocation.
You follow up with,
AKA.
hey, let's reschedule,
Yeah.
or
So that means
you
I'm
don't
still.
just cut it off.
Yeah.
The dude still has a chance with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then,
Versus the other one, I'm just pulling up my excuses. Like,
Correct. So basically, I'll use an example. The bodyguard, say you all talking, he's pursuing because you are interested in. The guy that was weird, he's chasing because you're not interested. That's the difference.
I'm just gonna say it also though, but I'm just saying girls be sending like mixed signals, like some ish, man. I'm just saying, like not recently, but like there's a story once upon a time, you know, you ask a girl on a date and you go to you like schedule the date. Hey, it's on this day, this time, blah blah, yada yada yada. You plan it all out. About to go to the day. Hey, I gotta reschedule. I have a birthday to go to or something like that. A birthday dinner. You're like, oh, that's straight. And she's like, all right, let's schedule to like another day. No response. And then you get a week later, yo, you trying to hang out.
See, in my mind, what's going on there is there's probably another guy.
I mean, probably.
That's
But,
what I think.
I mean,
there's
yes.
too many what ifs.
Yeah, but I'm saying is, but all I'm
I'm talking about in a general sense.
Yes.
Like there's a lot of variables.
I'm just messing. I'm just giving you
Yeah.
examples. I'm just giving examples.
But going back to the attachment styles thing, the thing is, they say that anxious people and avoidant people, they always end up together because somebody has to be the chaser,
Yeah.
and somebody has to be the pursuer.
Yeah.
They always, and I gave this analogy to my brother, and I gave this analogy to Christian. We talked about this before. So basically, imagine a string. Okay, on one side of the spectrum is you, Ashley. One side of the spectrum is a guy that wants you.
Yeah.
Okay, you're avoidant. He is anxious.
Yeah.
So basically, anxious. He's gonna come. Imagine him. He's gonna come closer to you. So
Yeah.
you're making it slack.
Yeah.
So the string is very slack, right? You become avoidant. You make it very, very tense.
Yeah.
That tenseness between the string when you pull away, that is sexual tension. That is desire. That is when you start pulling away,
Yeah.
right? You're like, oh, I'm getting my space now.
Yeah.
You start missing him.
Yeah.
You start emotionally thinking about him. You
Yeah.
start thinking about, I wonder what he's doing. I wonder what he's up to.
Yeah.
Right? He's giving you that space.
Yeah.
And then his anxious nature is he'll start coming back to you.
Yeah.
And guess what? The stream becomes slack. That's how it's supposed to work. When you want space, he gives you space, but he will always come back to you when you're ready for it.
Aren't you more intrigued if a guy is like, if you're more unsure of on how a guy feels about you? I don't know. That's how I am.
Just as with playing games, I guess.
Yeah.
It's all a game.
It's all
It's all a
games.
game.
I hate the games.
It's all a game,
We all
but at the
hate
end of the
games.
day,
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Hey, but let's face the facts though. At the end of the day, when you're interested in the guy, you're gonna put yourself in a position for him to be able to make his shot.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're 0 for 100, guess what? You're not making that 101st shot. So you might as well, right?
Yeah.
Like if a guy's pursuing you, and you want that, you might play a little hard to get. You might do a little this. You might but guess at the end of the day, you're gonna let him catch you.
Yeah.
What's the saying that Leona told us?
She says the right girl lets you catch them. The
Yeah.
right girl lets you catch them.
Yeah.
This is an old lady that we lived down in my neighborhood.
She's like 80, 90 years old.
Yeah.
She said the right girl will let you catch her. I was like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah.
I have a question though, Jesse, because you are the Mr. Expert over here
I'm not
on
an
attachment
expert.
styles.
I'm not an expert.
Or you're the bookworm when it comes to attachment styles. I haven't read it. Anyway, is there one of those 4 attachment styles that tends to be more toxic than the others?
I feel like all they're gonna be toxic to a degree.
Why is that?
Because if you're avoidant and you're always basically like leading people on and like people, it's just like I said, I'm not 100% right. I'm just thinking about this logically. I think that if you're avoidant and you're always running away, you just make it so difficult for them because you're withholding. And they say their love language is quality time or physical touch, and they need that embrace because like physical touch is not saying I want to beat cakes all the time. Okay.
Yeah.
Physical touch, because I'm physical touch, right? I really, really enjoy hugs. Have you noticed I never dap my friends up? I always give y'all hugs.
Yeah.
That's a form of physical touch.
But you hate cuddling.
I think most people hate cuddling. I mean,
I'm cool with cuddling.
like all night though.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm okay with cuddling, but I don't want to sleep like that.
Yeah, it gets hot.
Okay, that's fair.
That's what I mean. Some people, they want to sleep like that.
I feel
But
like
arms
your arm is
dead.
dead. Yeah.
Arms dead, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
I enjoy cuddling until it gets hot.
exactly. And you're just like, all right, I'm gonna go roll on my side. You sleep on
Yeah,
your
but
side.
I mean, I eventually roll back. Like,
Exactly, but what you want, you need some. Hey, it's a push and pull. You know, you go away and you come back. You go away and come back.
Jesse's the type to like put his toe on the girl's like.
No,
Yeah, I'll put
no.
my leg on. I put my leg on
All right.
theirs.
No, okay, so
All right, keep going. What's the other ones that could be toxic?
I feel like, and then I guess for anxious, you're suffocating.
You're like love bombing
You're
somebody.
love bombing. Yeah, there you
Like,
go.
why don't you hang out with me? Like what she
You're
said.
love bombing. You're being needy. Like I said, these are just my guesses.
Okay.
I haven't
Keep
gotten
it going. Keep going though.
But I think that the best one is to be secure.
Okay. Secure is never toxic.
Everybody's goal is to be. I guess. I mean, like theoretically, I guess when you're being secure, but I guess that being secure can also be toxic as well. So say like a woman wants to be chased, and you're like, I don't need to chase you.
Okay.
I don't need like I'm gonna let like if I want a girl that wants to be catched.
Okay.
Right. And if you're constantly running away and playing all these games, I'm gonna let you play these games. I'm just not gonna deal with it. I'm gonna find somebody else that ain't gonna play these games.
I feel that. So
Yeah.
And that could be toxic too from the girls, from her perspective. Like, oh, I guess he doesn't want me. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I've also heard that if you're too independent, that could be bad because it's like some guys probably prefer a more submissive girl, and then like somebody that lets them do things and for them, and then versus somebody that's like so used to doing things on their own and be like, oh, I got it, I'll take care of it. So you're right. Each attachment can be a little toxic. Has pros and cons.
Exactly.
Let me ask the girls. Just you listed all those attachment styles with toxic traits. What are some toxic traits y'all like? Like low key. Like I'm just first thing. Do you think girls like toxic traits? Do you think girls like that toxic stuff?
I feel like
Let's
I'm
be
the
honest.
wrong
Some
person
girls are Six Flags
to ask.
season pass holders.
See, there's your answer right there.
Wait, what was that?
What do you mean by that?
A
analogy?
seasonal Six Flags.
They
know,
love
like,
the red
pass
I
flags.
holder.
love the red
Oh,
flags.
wow.
Love them.
They love the red flags.
Opposite ends of the spectrum.
But
You went to jail? Hell yeah. Give me
Okay,
that.
that's not a toxic trait to like.
3 baby mamas? I'm going to be the 4th. That's what they like.
No.
That's what they like.
Making the crazy girl.
You sell
Yeah.
drugs? I'm about that.
Oh my
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that would be like a kink, right?
I don't know. I usually run from those.
I feel like not having a secure job and being a drug dealer is definitely a red flag.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a red flag. No, I mean, like, if that's a green flag for y'all,
Yeah, like to each their own.
go ahead. I'm
We're
not
not
saying
judging.
Really
We're not
not.
judging.
judgment-free zone. So,
Yeah.
but no, seriously, what's a toxic trait that y'all like? Everyone has a toxic trait
Or in
that
general,
they like.
what is a toxic trait that you guys know in men that I guess that I guess maybe some friends or maybe you like?
I'm trying to think. It's been a while since I've been involved with toxic people.
It doesn't gotta be like toxic, like a person. It can be like something that they do that can be seen as toxic.
Womanizers.
Yeah.
I know that's one.
Yeah.
Women love womanizers, but they hate womanizers.
What do they
Yeah.
do again? Like an example.
Men that are good with women.
Oh.
Yeah.
Think about it. Y'all love the womanizers. Y'all hate them,
I mean,
but at the same time, y'all like, oh, but I want that.
I mean, yeah, because it's fun.
It's like
It's fun.
you know what he's doing. He been
Yeah.
around the block and back.
Yeah.
Let me see what type of like tricks he got up his sleeve.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably one of my favorite toxic traits.
It's okay, you're with like the entire female population with that. Like, that's every girl. They're like,
Because it's exciting, you know?
see, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
that's the thrill of it.
He
like,
knows the game.
Yeah.
He knows the
saying.
game. But
Like-
it becomes a vicious cycle though because
Yeah.
he's a womanizer.
Yeah.
All the girls he gonna like got in his bag. He gonna
Yeah.
let him go sooner or later, and someone always get hurt.
Yeah. But I mean, still, it's the thrill of it.
I mean, it depends on what you want, right?
Yeah.
Life is all about risks, right?
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you want that, take the risk. If you want to settle down with him, take the risk.
Yeah.
You just want to have fun, then there's no risk.
What do you think, Viv?
I'm trying to think of toxic traits. I'm like, it's been a minute.
I should have Googled what toxic traits are.
I feel like I
Yeah.
run from toxic traits, but they always find me.
Or like maybe.
Oh, what are those toxic traits
what are
that
those?
find
What
you?
are those? What are those? Do tell.
Gaslighting.
Yeah, dude.
What is an example of
else?
a guy gaslighting you?
So, for example, we're out at the bar, and let's say Ashley's a random girl that comes up to you and is very, knows that we're together, but is very disrespectful of our relationship. But, we're mingling around with our friends, but at the end of the night, I'm like, hey, if it's multiple times that this has happened, it's like, I pull you aside. I'm like, hey, I noticed this girl was like this, I'm not very comfortable with it. It just feels like she's disrespecting our relationship. She's fully aware that I'm your girlfriend. I'm not threatened, but I'm not comfortable with how friendly, you're letting her, come up to you. And let's say you're like, oh, whatever, you're just being, crazy. You're being insecure. Or it's just, it's nothing. You're seeing
Yeah.
things. That's gaslighting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're basically making the person second guess how they feel.
Yeah,
It's basically
second guess their reality, and you're dismissing what they felt in that situation.
Yeah.
They don't validate what you feel.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not respect a thing that you say or communicate, and then invalidate your feelings.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So gaslighting. Is there another one?
Bipolar. I'm trying to run through what my
Hey,
my
yo.
ex was.
Bipolar men?
I had a bipolar ex.
I'm talking about things you like. You
Oh,
like
no,
that.
No.
I'm saying.
Oh, I don't like them.
You like that.
I don't like the gaslighting. I don't like the gaslighting.
I'll just had like the gaslighting.
Oh my God.
Like God dang. Like I'm just thinking it's like
Okay.
gaslighting. It's like oh my God.
No.
you
I don't like
gaslighted.
the,
Oh my
okay.
God. Why'd you
I
gaslight
take it
me?
back.
But
I don't
love
like
it.
the
You
gaslighting.
trying to date the Joker
No.
over here? You trying to get all the
I
toxic stuff.
take it back. I don't like the gaslighting, but that's gaslighting for you.
Harley Quinn, you met your match.
I think-
She's right here.
One of the toxic traits that probably I would like is how smooth a guy can be with it. Conversation wise,
Okay.
getting into your DMs, because he'd be practicing on different girls. You know.
This
Yeah.
man got a freaking playbook. Just-
The flirts.
Basically.
The flirts.
Yeah, the flirtation, if he knows how to flirt, if he's smooth with it, if you have your reservations about him, but then he gets you to change your mind that quick, yeah.
Let me ask you, since you're talking about flirting, let me ask you this. What is a more effective tactic in flirting with women? to make you feel less, like to like kind of, what's the word, neg you?
You mean like degrade me?
Not like degrade you, but kind of like poke fun at you a little bit, or to love bomb you. Two opposite sides of the spectrum. I'm asking because like you get both. You know, sometimes you have guys that come up to you, it's like, oh my God, you're so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I want to make you my wife and all this and all that. Some girls like that.
I think it's cringy.
But I
You know,
never,
some
met a girl like that.
some girls like
I don't
that.
know
I
if
think
girls
that's
like that. I
cringy.
feel like they say they
Yeah.
do, but in like reality, subconsciously, it's everybody
I'd be
prefers
like,
teasing.
yeah, I'm staying away from this guy.
Yeah.
Because like with those words like that, it makes you think that like, oh, this dude's already thinking about a future before anything has ever really happened.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
and like
kinda- that's
before
kinda
he
weird.
knows you, it's
Yeah.
kind of scary.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like he's jumping ship right off the bat, and that's like a red flag right
So
there.
eagerness, like in
No.
general, eagerness is not a good thing.
No.
To an extent, but love bombing, like,
Yeah,
to
is
that
a no.
extreme is a no.
Have you do you know someone who is successful just love bombing every girl?
No, I'm just asking in general.
Okay, I
I'm
just
just,
know.
I'm just asking like extremes. I'm just
Okay,
talking
okay.
about examples in extreme. So, but what about the negging?
Negging like what? Like, girl, you gotta go to the gym, or
That could be seen. That's an extreme one, but like you can see that. It's just like saying
Is that the correct term, negging?
negging is
What do you- I
like
don't know
you
what that
basically say something not to degrade a woman, but you're kind of trying to pull them down a little bit
is it
from
like a
the pedestal.
backhanded compliment?
It's
You can
teasing.
It's a teasing.
I got you.
essentially teasing.
I got you. It's-
Essentially teasing.
Negging is basically like if I approach you at somewhere, right? Doing our thing, coming up to you. Naturally, most of the time, most guys generally will come up to you and automatically put you on a pedestal, give you a compliment.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're so beautiful. You have a fat booty or something like that. Like, dang, your booty's so fat. And you get
Yeah.
all these compliments and stuff like that, right? Negging is instead of coming up, it's like, dang, your shorts are kind of dirty or something like that. Like, but they stylish though.
It's playful.
Yeah.
It's like playfully, like kind of like degrading. So like, I'm not automatically putting you above me. I'm
Yeah.
kind of like talking to you like a normal human being.
Yeah.
Because like as dudes, the way that we like joke around with our boys
Yeah.
is like when I talk to Jay or I talk to Christian,
Yeah.
I'm bombing his ass.
Yes.
I'm saying, hey, Dad, you ugly as hell today.
Yes. Yes.
Like, bro, why you so ugly today? So stupid.
Yeah.
Right, Christian?
I think I would probably lean towards negging more than love bombing, because then you have the opportunity to see that this guy is teasing you and roast him right back if you have that personality, or you can find it offensive.
Yeah,
punch him in
banter
the
is
face.
big.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Because y'all women, y'all want someone who's like superior, not superior to y'all, but like you want to be like, well, this guy's letting me walk all over him. Like, that's not.
We want a more like dominant guy,
Yeah.
but not like an alpha. Like those are just too much.
Why? How so?
What you mean?
What do you mean by like alphas are too much?
I feel like if you're constantly like making sure that like people know that you are like the center of attention in a room, or like you're the type of person to like gather people around, or like have that super,
Yeah, like you kind
flamboyant,
of just
like
drag others down and think you're
you're like better than them.
Yeah.
That's like super out, like Andrew Tate. His demeanor is like alpha, and like I'm not
yeah,
into
obnoxious alpha.
that. Yeah,
So it's
obnoxious.
kind of like toxic masculinity.
Yeah, basically.
When you have to basically constantly, it's always a measure of your manhood with everybody.
Yeah,
Right?
basically. And I had a situationship with one of those.
I know exactly.
I
What
know
you're talking
exactly. When you the first three, I was like, I know.
Yes.
When you
Yes.
when you was knocking them down, I was like, I know who you're talking about right
Yeah.
now.
He said those exact words.
Yep.
Wow, I don't know. I'm gonna have to find
you-
out later.
No, you
Oh,
know.
you know.
Oh,
You-
you know.
Oh, you know,
Just think about it.
you know. Just- If you just think about a hot minute, you'll know who it is.
Oh yes. You know what's
literally
funny?
saw
Because
light
when I
bulb.
was making those comments, he popped in my head like those guys.
But okay, so let me ask you a question. So you calling him an alpha? Is he actually an alpha, or is he like just trying to be an alpha?
I think more so just trying to be an alpha, trying to prove that like, he goes hard, like he's, top dog. Yeah.
So wouldn't you think that in essence he's not really an alpha then? So what about a true alpha person, someone who really is alpha?
You talking like a sigma male guy? They just don't give a fuck.
Sigma males and alpha males are different.
I think if you're
Like a
I think if
respectable
you're a leader,
man
if you're a
who's
leader, like
secure?
people will follow you. You don't have to be the loudest guy in the room.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
just gravitate towards
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Like a
you
true
don't have
alpha is like that. Like I would be attracted to that.
Yeah, you
Interesting.
don't have to brag about certain things like how much money you're making, what status you're at, the clothes that you're buying,
Yeah.
designer this, or just anything really. You're just
Like
you
a
know?
true alpha is like humble. He doesn't talk about what he has. He just shows. you know.
Yeah, you people can see.
Yeah, you can see it for yourself. Like he doesn't have to talk about it.
There's like there's like a school of thought for two. There's alphas and there's sigmas.
Expand on that.
LJ, can you explain?
I don't know the extreme. I just know sigmas like they just don't care about anything.
Yeah, they say that apparently, so alphas are your traditional like top dogs. What you explain, sigmas are kind of like that, but they're not. I'm not a
It's
guy.
like a lone wolf. Honestly, the best way you can explain it is like it's the lone wolf, the guy who's like he can do everything by himself and does not care about running with the pack. Versus an alpha kind of leads the pack.
There you go, something like that.
That's basically the best way people explain it. But I'm just like, I mean, to each their own.
Yeah.
It's just a personality trait. I feel like some people got it, some people don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys can always tell who the alpha is.
Yeah. I mean, in the ways that like they do, like men, true alphas, like they take charge. They don't wait around for you to like ask them like, hey, like, what do you feel like eating today? Or like, they're not indecisive.
Right.
Like, they're like, oh, hey, like I'm gonna take you on a date. This is what we're doing. And I mean,
So being an
It
alpha, can also be a toxic trait then, but it's something that you guys would consider being attracted to.
yeah, I guess so.
See, it sounds like all this depends on like the gauge. Like you don't want
Yeah.
you don't want some guy to be like running your life,
Yeah.
but you want a guy to take charge.
I think they just need to find a balance, like between being dominant and submissive.
Yeah, like
I
don't be
guess.
braggy or flashy, but we definitely appreciate the assertiveness and
Yeah.
Okay, so if someone says, "Hey, Viv, get ready. Be ready by 7 p.m. We are going to Le Diplomat to get some food. You better not be late." And then you go, and then he's like, "Why are you dressed like that?" Is that over the top now?
That is over the top.
You know what I'm saying? Because he took charge, but now he's like, I don't know, like, "Why are you wearing that? You gotta wear this," something like that. That's like OD, right?
That's controlling.
That's
Yeah.
controlling.
But like, I don't know. Sometimes people would see that as like over the top alpha, right? Or am I going over the
I
top?
mean,
over
there's
the
like
top?
ways you can go about doing that. Like, say if a guy is asking you on a date or whatever, and you've been dating for a while, and he goes about that way, and instead of saying like, "Why are you wearing that?" he can be like, "Oh, I got you this outfit that I want you to wear for
Yes,
our date."
yes, that's true. That's true.
Ooh,
That's true.
I like that.
I was just giving you an example
I
of
like
like
that.
what's an extreme.
It's a good example though.
That is an extreme. I'd definitely walk out.
Yeah, I would never do
that goes back to like my nature. Like I crack a lot of jokes. Like I would just fire something back. Like why do you look like that? Like you wanna,
So
I mean,
basically,
let's enjoy dinner. Yeah,
You know, bag on
Top-notch
them back.
banter.
yeah.
Okay.
I have very
Yeah.
crude humor. Sometimes it's a little dark and too much.
I thought crude is more like kind of like R rated. Isn't that what crude means?
Crude means you don't dress it up. You don't dress up the humor.
Oh, okay.
You're pretty like blunt about
You're very blunt about it. Crude is like very, yeah.
okay. My definition of crude humor was complete wrong this entire time.
Like it can, like sexual humor can be seen as crude.
Okay, because my humor is very sexual.
Yeah.
I feel like with my humor, if you didn't know me, like if you just passed by and you hear me say something to Ashley, you might be like, "Oh my God, she's mean." But with us, we'll just be cracking up.
What would you say? Give an example. Why you look like that today?
No, we say a lot of things, but I'm blinking.
Like, damn, you gotta get your hair done.
Yeah,
Those
like I
are-
think the other day she came up to me and she was like, "Stop pulling on your lashes. One's like more bare than the other." Or I think it's those things where I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, like I'm not losing weight." And then she'll be like, "Well, it's because all the dips you've been eating." And I say stuff like,
Dude, she eats a
I'm
lot of
like,
dips.
I'm like, "Okay, so I buy low calorie dips." And she goes, "Not the way you've been eating it."
You eat the whole tub. It's not low calorie anymore.
I said. That's what I said.
Yes, I finished one in 2 days.
It's just like the one at Trader Joe's. They're like, "Oh yeah, this is that low calorie guac." I know it. That joint, the whole tub was like 400 or something like
Yeah.
that. You crushed the whole thing.
In 2 days.
What you dipping in it with?
Multigrain tortilla chips or like pretzel thins.
There you go.
There you go.
You need to
Or
change that.
veggies.
You need to change that out for celery.
Celery.
I do a mix. I mean,
It don't matter if you eating the whole tube.
You be eating the whole tub
hey
at a
man,
time.
that's one of my features. Can you know a girl that crushes a tub in 2 days of dip?
I feel
Can you?
I feel like any girl can.
No, I can't.
No. Any girl can over some Netflix. I swear to God.
No, I will.
I don't think
In
so.
one standing in the kitchen. Before I leave the kitchen, half the tub will be gone.
Who's worse? Does Sandy do it too?
Yeah, but I think she's more of like a grazer. Like she doesn't eat as much volume as I do.
Oh,
I would say maybe me and V, because I think one time Sandy brought home a large spinach dip from Costco and she needed help eating it, and she barely left a dent. And by dinner time, me and V like made over a third of a dent.
dang. All right. Around the horn. Best dip. Best dip.
Best dip.
Best dip.
Spinach dip.
I don't know.
This is my favorite
I
game.
don't be eating dip that much.
talking about-
Ooh, I got one. You said spinach dip? The buffalo chicken. Is the buffalo chicken one? Yeah, the buffalo chicken one.
Oh, that's a good one.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the buffalo chicken with does it have cheese with it? That John is
Yeah, it
fire.
Dude, that's a good one.
That John is good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Especially when someone makes it right.
It's like tangy,
No.
little spice,
I'm finna go get
cheesy.
some now.
Does all dips have to be moist?
I mean, I would hope so.
Yeah.
Like with that type of like, are you talking about spinach and artichoke dip?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing is banging. I used to work at Applebee's when I was in high school, and whenever they have ones that like you throw out,
Yeah.
I'm like, let me get a dip.
Yeah, Costco's my favorite one.
No, what you call it? Like, when I worked at Applebee's, they put it in the under the what is that?
The broiler?
The broiler, the,
Yeah.
the warm spot, right? They would let the old ones in there. I'd be like, ooh, grab one, drop my drinks. I'll come back. Let me get the second one.
What are they
Get the
order
order?
now? They took, hey man, someone ate on my dip. Like, I want me.
Nah, man, you
Yeah,
gotta
so
make sure.
I can't be a waitress.
No, you're right. 'Cause I be killing
Oh
the
my God.
the boneless wings too. Oh, this one's an extra order. Don't matter if I do.
You guys are just true foodies.
Hey,
I
man.
think that's what it is.
What's your dip?
I kind of. It's got to be like a one of those like corn salsa dips.
Elote.
Is it like?
Oh, no.
Kinda. Elote is a corn sauce.
Yeah,
I
but
think,
no salsa.
No salsa.
Oh, like mango corn salsa.
yeah.
dips?
Like corn, beans, a little some fruit in there because you get that nice little freshness. You get the little lime for that little sourness and tartness. Some salt for savory.
Or on top of like fish tacos.
Oh yeah. And some
Oh.
chips, something like that.
Okay.
Because you get a little freshness, all
This
that.
is my
all
favorite topic.
Legit mango corn salsa then.
Mango corns. I just know that it's like corn. I don't know. I've had some crazy ones that have always been good.
So healthy.
Healthy.
Yeah.
It's not healthy, but it's good
fresh,
though.
Fresh, healthy.
Yeah,
It's refreshing.
Yeah.
Definitely healthier than the creamy dips.
Yes.
Dude, that thing
Crab
sent me
dip?
to the bathroom with too much
What is it?
lactose
Like
in
crab,
there.
what is it? Like it's cheesy.
yeah.
Yes.
Like a crab
The
dip?
Costco one
God.
is also fire. The blue crab.
Oh
dip.
yeah, that one was fire.
That joint is good.
I think that's the only dip that like I would probably eat.
I think you
like,
yelled
I'm
at
not
me
a
about that
dip
one, too.
person.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
no, I'm not a dip person.
You're not a dip person?
No, I'm not.
Dang.
No.
All right.
It's just dangerous.
Wait, Christian,
Yeah.
you said crab dip?
Crab dip.
Oh man, especially when it's like warm.
I like the cold, like the cold Costco dip.
What?
Yeah. Have you guys had it? It's like
Is it like the blue crab?
yeah,
that one's
yeah,
so
that
good.
one.
I can't eat crab
On-
cold. It tastes weird.
But
to
like
me.
if you eat it on top of avocado, you sprinkle a little lime on it. It's pretty good.
Avocado with a little lime on it.
avocado
Like
and
a
lime tastes
little
good with everything.
Old
It
Bay
feels like
seasoning.
that's a cheat
Yeah.
code.
All day.
It's like half an avocado. You scoop it on top of the avocado and you drizzle it with lime, and then you eat the whole thing as if it's like an appetizer.
This is-
But technically, you're not really dipping. Really, I mean,
That
Hey,
is
but is
so
it
much
j-
fat content.
Wait, this is a random question just for my personal use. How can you tell if an avocado is good?
Oh, thank you for asking that. Because like every time I go to the grocery store, like
I'm just like
I don't know
this.
what to do.
you look at the circle on the top.
Okay.
If you peel it off and you see that it's somewhat like not white but not brown.
No, but you can't do that at the grocery store.
There's
You
a there's a
can.
trick.
Oh, you can?
Like,
Yeah,
Obviously-
it's the little pith that like it's attached to the tree.
Okay.
You peel it out, like it just comes out.
oh, like
right?
the little dot thing.
the little dot thing at the
Okay.
top.
Is
yeah.
it a certain color?
So the squishy thing don't work. I see people like squeezing them. I'm like, hey,
I
yo,
mean, if you
like-
squeeze them and it's super soft, then you know
Then
it's
you know it's
super
like-
ripe.
And it's too ripe, unless
Yeah.
you want to eat it that day.
Right
Yeah.
away. What the? Wait, hold on. The little thing on top. I need to know this.
So if you take off the little thing, like you can just push it off. It doesn't like do damage to like the avocado or anything. If you see that it's not too white, but if it's not too yellow either, then it's perfect.
Not too white, not too yellow.
Yeah.
So what?
I've seen an Instagram post on that. I'll have to dig
It's
it
kind
up.
of like the in between, but also you can take your avocados, make it ripe, and then freeze them, and then just run it underwater, and it still be green.
Man, you're gonna have me in the
Science.
at Costco like this.
If it's ripe and I'm not eating all my avocados yet, I throw it in the fridge and it slows it down, but it's still like ready to eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's still, it can probably drag out for like a week or so.
Yeah.
Just pick out the brown spots.
I don't know. I don't want to be up in there squeezing and breaking stuff off. People be like, "Hey man, you peel it, you buy it.
You bought it.
You peel it, you buy it." Like, God,
I mean,
dang
people
it, man,
do all the
this shit ain't
time.
Right?
But if you go to Costco, don't you buy it? Doesn't it come like in a bag?
In a bag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would just get the sea salt and the avocado mash. F it, I'm good.
Because then you would have to like literally go through the whole entire bag at Costco and put flick up all.
Yeah.
Bro, I already be getting weird
I
looks
mean,
at them.
in the bags, like they're already hard as crap.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you
it'll
just
take a few
sit on the
days
counter.
to
Yeah.
ripe.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could just
And-
tell.
Yeah, and like whatever you don't use, put it in the freezer and then
Or
just
make
run it
guac.
under water.
Sea salt. I'll just get the sea salt avocado mash that they have in the little cups.
But you can't control how much salt they put in there.
It's all good.
And preservatives.
It's there's only three ingredients: sea salt, avocado, and that's it. It's only two.
Probably lime.
No, it's just sea salt and the avocado.
They come in
mash.
little things, little packets.
Yeah, little
Like
packets.
holy guacamole or
No,
something.
no. It's just a Costco brand. It's just avocado mash with sea salt.
I don't go to Costco often, so I don't know.
Dangerous up in there.
She
Interesting.
lived close to
I've been
Costco.
memorizing the aisles.
Close to
You
Costco,
do.
bro.
Interesting.
I might know all the people by name, but you're back. Yes, I'm back for some plantains. I go for plantains every week, man. It's so good.
All right, let's circle it back to the toxic thing. What is one of the? Have you guys ever done something super toxic to somebody else in retaliation to something that they ever did to you?
Like, get even?
Yes,
That's like a Scorpio.
I'm like, I gotta dig back the archives. I'm trying to think.
I can tell. I'll lead it off. I'll give you my example first. Back in college, I had an incident where a former partner of mine basically did some skeezy joint. I was young, not very mature, and I set my goal. Jay, you know where this is going, right?
Yes, I know.
I set my goal to burn her house down. Not literally, as in like her reputation.
Man's a narcissist.
Like I
Pyromaniac.
I was like, I'm burning your life down. Your reputation, I'm burning it down. I'm gonna make sure nobody sees you like as a good person. I was like, I'll make sure you got no friends after this. Did I succeed? No, I didn't.
So vindictive.
It's very vindictive.
This is very vindictive.
It's probably one of the most toxic things I've ever done in my life. I spread some lies about her, said some things I shouldn't have said. But guess what? When you're young and emotional, things happen.
Yeah.
That was when I did not have secure attachment style.
Yeah.
very Scorpio like you. Actually, I don't know if it is or isn't.
It is.
It is.
It is very vindictive.
I mean, I'll go with the one that I feel like everyone does, which is like the saying, the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody.
Oh God.
I feel like everyone has done that sometime in their life. Well, maybe not everyone, but like I feel like that's the most common one that people try to do. Well, I don't know. I think guys try to do that a lot.
I mean, girls do it too.
Girls do it too. See what I'm saying? Everyone does it. Get over somebody. You get under somebody. It's like very simple.
I think for me, if like a guy like tries to, pull one over on me, like I'll just show him what he's missing out on, and he'll just regret it and try to come back. And
How do
that's
you
when,
do that?
That's when you say, "Get out of my face."
How do you do that? What do you do? What do you do?
I mean, just surround yourself. Like, make sure like he sees that you're enjoying yourself without him. Like travel, hang out with people he don't even know, so it plants that idea in his head. Like, who's she hanging out with? I've never seen this person before. Is she feeling that person?
Win his friends over.
But does that only work if he like hits like, so say you're doing that, you're traveling,
Yeah.
you're posting other guys on your social media,
Yeah.
and he's thinking,
Yeah.
what if he never hits you up? Does that mean it worked, or there's that failure?
It just really depends on like the person, because like, I mean, it could work, and because of his ego, he's not gonna hit you up, right? But in his mind, like it's eating away at him. So it just really depends on the person.
But don't you want validation to know that it's working, or
I
does it, or
mean,
does it matter?
He doesn't have to like flat out like text you. He can like do it in like passive ways, like, you know, show up on your phone by liking your IG pictures from like 5 years ago.
But that could just be him scrolling through and accidentally liking a picture.
Okay, well, he's still thinking about you, right?
He's going too fast.
Oh shit! Double clicked it.
I mean, if he's still visiting your page and like accidentally liking your picture from 5 years ago, it makes you think that like he's thinking about you still.
You get
true.
the justification. You're like,
That is true.
That is your validation right there.
That is true. What about you, Mr. Trozado?
What I do,
Have
toxic,
you ever
trait?
have you ever partaken in any toxic behavior?
Come back to me on that one.
okay.
It's
About
like, I'm not
you?
toxic.
Mrs. Viv, what type of toxic behavior have you done? Everyone's done it before. No one's an angel.
I want to ask you on one. You said become friends with all his friends. Elaborate.
I say that not in a way to purposely win his friends over, just like the person I am. And, you know, obviously, even after breakups and stuff, you keep in touch, you run into them. I had one incident in college after my ex and I broke up. I was still friends, taking classes with his best friends. And, you know, they'll randomly hit me up and be like, hey, you want to like study or like hang out? And at first, I was just kind of iffy because I'm like, you know, that's the ops. You know, he could like they could be, you know, like telling him everything about my life, but you know, they straight up admitted to me like they became my best of friends for like the rest of the couple years, and they're like, you know, screw him, we like you better anyways. But it's just those genuine things, like, you know, they're like, we like you better than him. And also, I want to say, my other ex, I've had his friends say that too. They'll be like, oh, we'll miss you, Vit. Like it sucks. And I was like, yeah.
But do you think that's them like shooting their shot or like sliding?
Trying to get you back.
No,
Yeah.
no, because it's those things where they know the relationship has ran its course and it's reached a dead end. Like there's no turning back to that.
So you're just being yourself, though. You're not like intentionally trying to do that.
Yeah, but I mean, I
I don't think
enjoy
that's
those.
a toxic trait then.
But what are
I
you?
don't know.
But what are you intentionally trying to do? Like, come on, I need some juice. I need some juice. That's too nice. You're like, I'm just being nice.
No, I feel
I don't think I have any
have no
toxic
juice.
bone in my body, and I say this-
Everybody does.
everyone's
I say-
toxic.
Well, I mean, I've been into toxic situations, but usually I just walk away. I mean, it happens. It sucks, but I usually don't retaliate. Like the over 10 plus years you've known me, have I once ever retaliated? I usually just,
I mean, you post like fitness pics saying, "Oh, I got a fat ass."
I mean, but that's not
Look
toxic.
what you missed out on.
That's not toxic though. Like I'm not aiming it at them.
Toxic trait. Showing
Or like
mean-
I don't caption it like your loss. or
Yeah, no,
anything.
no, but you
drink-
do, like
with
you
the
do
drink
it passively. You do it passively.
All right, just give it a Viv. She got a halo and angel wings. We all got devil horns. It's all good. This is what it's cool. It's cool.
Maybe she's just like
Just
low
too
key.
nice.
Yeah, she just low key
She just
stuff.
want to broadcast.
She's
that.
just
No,
toxic
like I
without
don't.
knowing.
I don't think I've ever really retaliated to all the toxic situations I've been in. I just,
It be the quiet ones.
you know what?
You're right. It'd be the quiet ones that are the most, the ones that are the most
Sigma
toxic.
Chad Viv over here.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever retaliated. I just
Okay.
You've never ever retaliated ever.
Just
no.
I
It just takes up too much energy. And
You
I'm
got
just
good
like, I
karma.
don't-
You got
Good
good
karma.
karma. You got good
Yeah.
karma.
she's a non-Scorpio, bro. She did the non-Scorpio thing.
I don't know.
Like
I'm
you,
not.
man.
I'm not very Scorpio either, man. Because think about it. One of the biggest Scorpio traits is jealousy. And you know me, I'm not a very jealous person.
But you could be jealous of what other people have. It's not just relationships and girls.
Okay, you can say
You
that.
could be just jealous of anything. Hey man, he got that car. I want that car.
Like envious.
Yeah.
It's like, for example, like there's a big whenever sometimes usually if I'm like talking to somebody or like going on dates, I always make it very specifically clear. This is something I always say. I don't care if you're like still friends with other guys, because some guys are very insecure about that. I make a note. If you got friends with dudes, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
It's on you if you want to step over that boundary.
Yeah.
If we out somewhere and some dude comes up and hit on you,
Yeah.
I like that. I personally like it when guys could hit on my girl, because I'm like, that's right. I got the baddest joint in here that all these dudes want to hit on, and
Yeah.
that is mine. I'm taking home. That's a go ahead.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot.
Yeah.
Make me feel better. Get your gas. Make yourself
Yeah.
feel better, because as a woman, even if you had a boyfriend, right, and other dudes approached you and you're getting all that gas, you feel great about yourself. So why wouldn't I let that happen?
Yeah.
Because like I always like see other guys, they get very, very scared and very defensive and very like uptight when people hit on the girls. I'm like, just let it be.
And don't date a attractive person, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's
Just let
part
it
of
be.
the part of the territory.
Or just don't be insecure.
Yeah, just let it be.
Yeah. If your significant other isn't giving you a reason to be insecure, like why do you have to act insecure
Exactly.
in a public setting?
Exactly. Because in my mind, I'm like, dude, if I'm doing everything I need to do and I'm satisfying her in the way that she need to be satisfied,
Right.
I got nothing to worry about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Right?
how it should be.
That's why I say I'm not very jealous. So I don't. So I like I said, other
Yeah.
dudes.
Yeah.
It
And-
just consumes too much energy. It's just like,
Yeah.
why waste your time and energy? Like, what's meant for you, like, is there. Like,
Correct.
if you lose it, like, okay, so what?
Correct. And there's another thing too. It's like when it comes to like female attire. I know a lot of guys don't like if the girls dress too skimpy, or
Yeah.
if their titties are out, they'd be like, put that away. I'm like,
Yeah.
let the girls hang, bro.
Yeah.
Let the girls hang. Oh, you got some underbutt action? Hey, yo, let it
Yeah.
hang. Let the boys see what they missing out on.
Jesse, are you saying that if a girl has her things zipped up, hey man, zip it down a little bit. Zip it down a little bit.
Nah,
Show a little more skin.
I'm not gonna. I will,
Show a little more skin. Come on now.
for
Come
me
on now.
personally, I will never ever tell a woman what she can't wear, what she can wear, who she wants to hang out with, who she doesn't want to hang out with. If she's still friends with her exes, I'm cool with that. Go be friends with your exes. You want to go hang out with your exes? Go hang out with your exes. If you cross the line, that's on you. That's not on me.
Yeah.
I gave you that freedom and you crossed it. That's the way. That's basically what I'm saying.
That's true.
But like I said, if she comes out and her thing is zipped down there, I'm like, all right, that's what
I
you want
mean,
to do.
some
That's what you
girls
wanna do.
like unbutton their men's shirt too to show more skin.
We stand a man like that.
Yeah. A confident, secure man.
Wait, you said you unbutton your man's shirt?
To show more skin.
You show more skin?
Show more
Hey,
skin.
you know what?
Yes.
I'm reciprocating that.
What
So
you
like-
mean?
Exactly. I'm reciprocating that. I'm
It's
saying,
like,
I'll
I
tell
mean,
you.
I want to see it. If other girls see it and you not flirting with the other girls and they just eyeing you, like, why not?
Yeah, true. And the way that I see it is like, we all go to the beach. Y'all wearing bikinis. What's the difference if you wearing a bikini out on the beach and you going out in the nightclub with like your joint like almost all out?
Nothing.
Exactly. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Christian, what you think? It's the same thing. If your girl is wearing a bikini out and you go to the club, you weren't showing a little extra skin. It's the same. So what's the difference and why you're okay with her wearing a bikini and her not wearing something skimpy? As long as she doesn't like do anything to jeopardize your relationship, she should be free to able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to respect. Don't cross the line, and there's no problems.
Wait, Christian though. Never said what type of toxic ish you've done
I
before.
tried really hard to think.
Dang, you guys are both angels
really-
over here, man. It's
But I
no
mean, like
fun.
similar to what she said, when you go through a breakup, you kind of put yourself out there a little more.
That's true.
You just show them what they're
and
missing
hey,
out
I'm
on.
good.
That's very true. When you want
I'm
IG like this.
I'm unbothered by this breakup. I'm good.
Yeah, that's facts.
Cries at night.
Listen to Drake. So listen to Drake all night.
They don't gotta know that, okay?
Marvin's room. Cups and a rose.
I feel like that's what guys be listening to when a
you ain't
girl
wrong.
breaks her heart.
You ain't wrong. Don't Drake and drive. That's a legit thing. Don't Drake and drive.
I've done it before.
Did you end up calling your ex?
No.
Okay.
And man,
Okay. So nothing, Christian. No toxic traits.
y'all both y'all both got halos and angel wings. Okay, I get it.
Christian, I know one incident where you was being toxic, but I'm not
Okay.
gonna put you on blast like that.
Okay, just do it.
No, I'm not gonna
put me on blast.
Nah,
think he
nah.
forgot.
I don't want to get you in trouble. So
Okay.
I don't want to.
We'll talk after then.
Yeah,
I actually want to know.
all right.
Juicy.
I don't want to. Like I said, I don't want to get in trouble. But all right. Before we wrap up this show today, I want to ask you guys one final question, and that is, ladies, before you guys go on a date with a guy, how much research do you do into him, and how much digging do you do on him before the date? You guys know what I mean by that, right?
It has to be like a friend of a friend. Like I don't do strangers.
Really?
Yeah, I've never been like on a dating app. So like Tinder, Bumble. No, I'm not.
So you're not like giving anybody that slides in your DM a chance if you don't know him.
Probably not unless he like makes a really good first impression. He doesn't sound creepy.
What about if you don't know him but you got mutuals?
Then yeah, if he presents himself like okay, like if he looks good in his IG photos, it's not like that one photo he uses 10 years ago. If he carries himself like in like a attractive way on social media, because that's probably the number one thing that like girls use to like figure out guys' personalities and like what they do. Yeah.
When you say that, what do you mean by that? Like what is a good way to advertise yourself on social media?
I mean, like if you have pictures with friends, that comes off as you're not a loser or a loner.
So pictures with friends.
Travel photos, like you actually enjoy doing stuff, like stuff that you enjoy doing, not like just partying all the time, having a bottle in your hand, or like, you know, like pictures of you being drunk.
What about like mirror selfies?
No, that's so cringe.
So no mirror selfies.
No.
Like, sir, take that to MySpace.
Wait, if you said no bottles, so basically don't seem like a party boy.
Yeah, I mean, like partying is fine, but like if you're posting like back-to-back weekend photos of you getting drunk at a club or at a table holding a bottle, like that's just too much. It's like you're showing off
Kind of
that like
project yourself as some image.
yeah.
Okay.
What's you?
I will say, just based off, I've gone on like Tinder and Bumble dates, and I have Googled them before, or like Googled their number only because
That's fair.
No,
I mean, that's fair.
only,
That's
Hear me out, for a safety reason.
Okay.
Because one, like I don't want to be catfished. Two, it's just like, are you who you say you are? Because I don't want to show up at a date and then end up murdered. You know?
That's fair.
So
That is
it's
fair.
just kind of like, I will say like one example, like this guy's LinkedIn popped up, and I was like, okay, I don't usually look at that, but then I was like, okay, so he seems very, like well-rounded, pretty safe to go on a date with. Like I wouldn't be concerned, or if my friends don't hear back from me for hours, they don't think I'm missing. So it's only for like those safety reasons. Like you can never be too safe. Mm-hmm. That's just from that. But
What if y'all exchange like IGs? You're not going through his IG like, let's see.
yeah, I'll look
No,
at his
girls do
IG.
that. Girls do that.
How deep are y'all going? Are y'all going to tag photos, see he's tagged with and stuff, or y'all just like, all right, let's see the first like 3 rows. Are he good?
I would just like check
I
the
just kinda
highlights and
scroll.
like maybe the photos, but not like all the way back to his very first
Yeah.
Instagram photo.
What if I don't have any highlights? I like recently deleted all my highlights.
If you don't have any highlights, I mean, I would just judge it off of what you have on your page. And then like if your tags weren't private, then yeah, I'd judge off that too.
Your tags can be private.
You can you can remove a person who tags you and stuff so it doesn't show on your profile if you don't want it to be known.
Interesting.
Plus like people's private, like people who have private IGs, like their photos don't show up on your tag photos either, unless you're friends with the person who originally tagged you in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I would do.
What about
but-
followers count and like how many people they follow?
I don't care about those.
Yeah, I don't really care about that.
The
But there's,
one red
like-
flag I will say is if it's just all straight girls,
Yeah.
or it's like
You look at their following and
you
it's a
go out,
bunch
like
of
he goes out and all he follows is girls.
Yeah.
like every time.
When you mean girls, as in like
Just-
regular girls, or you talking about like celebrity girls?
Right.
No,
regular
just
girls.
like random girls he doesn't even know, like just girls that look attractive.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. When you guys are looking that like, so like you got to go on a date with this guy, you're looking through his IG,
Yeah.
you like legit go and click his followers and follow who he's following. So like you see
For
who he's
me,
following.
I don't check the followers because I don't really care. Because like you go on the first date, you kind of instantly know if he's like you guys click or not. You know.
Yeah, that's
if
not
you
one
don't,
of
you
my
just-
factors.
You move on. Yeah.
I've also I forgot somebody once told me that they won't even consider a guy who has like over 1,000 followers.
Huh?
I forgot someone that told me that they say that they don't like to they always like a red flag is they have over 1,000 followers because that means they know too many people.
I don't
I don't think that's a red flag.
It doesn't matter to me with those.
Yeah.
That's such a controversial topic because
Yeah.
It is
people
a
could
controversy?
easily say like, well, I use the wrong word.
I mean,
I use the wrong
seems
word.
controversial.
I use the wrong word, but it's just like for me, for example, somebody can judge me off of my follower count. It's just like,
She got clout. If
yeah,
Viv got
like
clout,
it's not like that.
She was on Fuck Yeah Sexy Asians on Tumblr.
Damn.
slide into
Yeah,
her.
I will say, for example, I've untagged myself off of those shout out pages that used to randomly shout me out. So yeah,
Interesting.
I mean, yeah, you can't really judge a person off based off their followers because like some people can have like a small following base only because they're a more private person, you know?
Yeah.
So if it's somebody like, obviously Nova has very tight circles. So you are interested in a guy that is in the vicinity of these circles. Do you like ask around like, oh, do you know about so and so? Like,
Yeah. And I would rule out a guy if like they've dated one of my friends. No.
Interesting. Okay. So girl code. Girl
Girl
code.
code. Because it's weird. Like, why would you want to date your friend's ex?
How in close in proximity are we talking like about friends? Are we talking about like what if they're just like
Like people you party with or like people you hang out with on the weekends?
so you're interested in a guy, the guy dated an acquaintance of yours, somebody you don't talk to regularly, sometimes you don't like, you don't know you on an intimate level, but like if you see them out, hey, what's good? Like that, like hey, what it's on a
Acquaintance.
what's
Like
good
drinking
level.
buddies.
Is that considered drinking buddy?
I
Is it
call
drinking?
a social friend.
I call that like drinking buddies. Like there's people you only see when you're drinking.
yeah, like party friends.
Yeah, I will only see certain people when I'm
Like,
drinking.
is that off limits?
If I'm constantly partying with them like week after week, I don't want to see my freaking ex. So yeah, it is.
Okay.
Like that would be weird.
What if there's another scenario? What if it was a girl, like the guy dated this girl. She used to be part of your drinking buddy friend.
Yeah.
But then she got cuffed up and she one of those type of people that basically vanishes once she gets cuffed up.
Yeah.
You know there's some people like once they
Yeah.
get cuffed up, they completely vanish.
Yeah.
What if she's no longer in your drinking group? She's booed up. She's about to get married. She's gone. And then her ex is there. Is that okay? So like, you will never ever see her.
I feel like I would have to have a mature conversation with her first to make sure like there's no lingering feelings. Cause like, you know, some girls have that like competitive side to them. Like, oh, like my ex has moved on with a different girl. I'm gonna try to win him back, you know?
Question on that. Let me expand on that. Let me expand on that.
That's toxic. Just kidding.
That's
toxic behavior right there.
gets all weird.
All right.
Toxic behavior
All right.
right there.
You just brought up a good point. So your exes and ex situationships, do you look at their new girls and compare them to yourself? Like, do you know what I mean by that? So say like some guy you used to mess with, some
Yeah.
guy, or like, you know, situationship, like
Yeah.
not really a relationship like that, relationships, boyfriends, all that stuff. They got a new girl.
Yeah.
Hey, you scoping her up and down and making sure, and you comparing yourself to her like, oh, he settled. He downgraded from me. Y'all doing that?
I mean, I feel like that's the most human thing you
Yeah.
can do.
Yeah. Size
Like,
them up.
yeah, you size
I do
them
it.
up. Like it's a
Everyone does
human
that.
thing. It's not like
Yeah,
a
it's normal to be curious.
Yeah.
yeah. It's not to be curious. Like it's as long as you're not like going out of your way to like purposely like make the other person's life hell. Then
Okay, so it is okay.
Everyone does that.
yeah, like no like, people you ask who say they don't do it, they lying.
Yeah.
They lying.
At the very least, it crosses their mind one
Yeah.
time. It all crosses their mind.
Yeah.
If they're mature about it, they're like, okay, I'll be happy for them.
Yeah,
But if they're not mature about it, they're like, man, him, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, yada, yada, yada.
which is most people in Nova. They're very vocal about it.
Yes.
This is true.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
It's
100%.
human nature, man. What do you like? Just don't give a fuck about anything. You just
Yeah.
like,
I
Like
did
you're a
it.
robot?
I didn't. Hey, you with you know who? I didn't care. She been with like 4 or 5 guys since me. I'm like, I don't give.
but like,
Yeah.
but still, you probably might have said the words like, oh yeah, man, she said, or like in your head, like,
Nah, I never
man,
did. I'm like, it is what it is. I really don't care.
Well, then I give you credit, Jesse, because
Yeah.
I feel like that goes
You're a
through.
unicorn.
Like I feel like that goes through every person's
Yeah.
mind, even just for like
I
a
think
second.
I think it's also selective too because
Yeah, it depends on the person.
there are some situationships where I look back, I'm like, dang, she settled. But then there's other ones where I'm like, I don't really care.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Depends on how attached you were with the person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. All right, that was really good. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you so much to the lovely ladies, my boys Christian and Jay, and hopefully we'll see you guys next time. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and if you want to see Ashley back, slide into OV's DMs.
Fuck yeah, sexy Asians.
I'd be really impressed if somebody like went and dug and found her photo.
It's been dug up so many times. Leave it.
Do it. Do it. Shout out, love,
Find
do
her
it.
photo.
and send it here.
All right. Thank you guys. See you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.